Hi everyone, I'm Fiona. In today's short video, we will show you the customized EPS cutting line. The main use of EPS cutting line is to cut large batch of EPS blocks, normally more than 20 blocks or 50 blocks per batch. Each EPS block cutting one thickness. This is the most efficient way to use EPS cutting line, and the same efficiency cannot be expected in every possible production mode. Loading station for vertical storage. The forklift operator clamps the EPS block at this loading station. After the two photoelectric sensors detect our signal, the chain conveyor belt stops. After placing the EPS block on the chain, the forklifter moves backward. After the forklifter completely exits and reaches the set delay time, the chain conveyor restarts and moves the EPS block forward. The vertical storage chain conveyor has a total of 3 sensors. If any of the sensors detected our signal, the vertical storage line will consider that there is an EPS block on the chain conveyor and will transport the EPS block to the tilter station, which is the position of the first photoelectric sensor. When none of the 3 photoelectric sensors detect our signal, the vertical storage chain conveyor will empty run for a period of time and then automatically pause until the forklift driver places the next EPS block. Hydraulic tilter station. The tilter frame has 2 states, flat and upright. Sometimes we also call horizontal and vertical. When the tilter frame is in the upright position, the vertical storage chain conveyor will continuously transport the EPS block to the position of the first photoelectric sensor. If the tilter frame is in the horizontal position, for example flat, the vertical storage chain conveyor will transport the EPS block to the position of the second photoelectric sensor and wait for the hydraulic tilter frame to reset to the upright position. After the tilter frame resets, the next EPS block is transported forward from the position of the second photoelectric sensor until it reaches the position of the first photoelectric sensor. This process repeats. Alignment station for the first phase cutting. The tilter frame flips the EPS block onto the chain conveyor belt of the first phase cutting section. When the first photoelectric sensor detects the EPS block, the chain conveyor starts. When the EPS block is transported to the position of the second photoelectric sensor, the block chasing cylinder lifts to detach the EPS block from the chain conveyor. At this time, the alignment cylinder 1 extends, followed by the extension of the alignment cylinder 2. Once the alignment cylinder 2 completes alignment, the alignment cylinder 2 retracts, and then the alignment cylinder 1 retracts. This completes the alignment of the EPS block. At this point, the EPS block fast speed transport function is activated. When the block is transported to the position of the third photoelectric sensor, the chasing lift cylinder is retracted, and the EPS block falls onto the chain conveyor again. The alignment of the EPS block ends, and the first section of the chain conveyor operation at high speed. First phase cutting section, horizontal cut. When the EPS block reaches the position of the second photoelectric sensor while running at the high speed, The first phase change conveyor switch from high speed to low speed. At the same time, the cutting wheel starts heating, the cooling fan starts, and horizontal vibration cutting starts, initiating the cutting of the EPS block. When the tail of the EPS block leaves the position of the third electric sensor and there is no EPS block at the position of the second photoelectric sensor, the above action ends, and the cutting wheel stop heating, cooling fan stop, and horizontal vibration cutting stop. Horizontal press-down station. When the head of the EPS block reaches the position of the second photoelectric sensor, the front press-down roller moves downwards until the roller contacts the surface of the EPS block. When the tail of the EPS block leaves the position of the first photoelectric sensor, the back press-down roller moves downwards. And when the back press-down roller reaches the correct position, the front press-down roller moves upwards. When the tail of the EPS block leaves the position of the third photoelectric sensor, the back press-down roller moves upwards. The process repeats for the next EPS block. Tip: the function of the front and back press-down roller can be enabled or disabled. Separation of bottom waste. When the head of the EPS block reaches this photoelectric sensor, the brush starts rotation to separate the bottom waste, and the separate bottom waste falls into the bottom recycling system. It will convey the bottom waste forward all the way to the bottom crush machine. Second phase cutting station. Vertical cutting. When the head of the EPS block enters the position of the first photoelectric sensor, the vertical cutting wheel starts heating, the cooling fan starts, and the vertical vibration cutting starts. When the head of the EPS block enters the position of the third photoelectric sensor, the vertical cutting lower conveyor starts. When the EPS block is transported to the position of the fourth photoelectric sensor, the top crusher system starts. When the tail of the EPS block leaves the first and second photoelectric sensors, the vertical cutting lower conveyor running at a high speed. When the head of the EPS block reaches the position of the fifth photoelectric sensor, the third phase cutting lower conveyor starts. Tip: the top recycling system include top waste suction cylinder, top recycling belt conveyor, top crush motor, top crush transport fan. Third phase cutting station. Cross-cutting. When the EPS block reaches this photoelectric sensor position, a timer starts. After a few seconds, the head of the EPS block is transported to the third phase cutting position cylinder. At this time, the third phase conveyor roll stops running. Perform the following action. The third phase aligned cylinder 1 extends. The aligned cylinder 2 extends. The third phase cutting position cylinder retracts. Top press plate cylinder downwards, and the waste blocking cylinder extends. At this time, the cutting wheel starts heating, the third phase cooling fan starts, and the cross-cutting frame rises at the set vibration cutting speed to cut the EPS block in the third phase cutting section. When the cross-cutting frame rises to the position of the first photoelectric sensor, the signal is lost, and at this time, the third phase top press plate cylinder and the waste block cylinder retract. The cross-cutting frame continues to move upwards to the position of the second photoelectric sensor. When the signal is lost, indicating the completion of the third phase cutting, at this time, the cooling fan is turned off the cutting wire stops heating, and the cross-cutting frame stops raising. Bridge station. Force discharge station. The bridge cylinder retracts, and the connection frame in a horizontal state. At the same time, the surface cutting of roller conveyor and destacker roller conveyor start. Transport the EPS boards to the stacker. When the cutted EPS boards completely leave the first and second photoelectric sensors, the bridge connection cylinder extends, and the connection frame is in an upright position. The cross-cutting frame returns to the lower limited position, and the position cylinder extends, waiting for the next EPS block. Destacker station. EPS boards with a height of 630 mm or 1220 mm can only be destacked once. Only small EPS package with the main cutting thickness on the lower layers will be processed through the full-side EPS packaging machine. When small EPS package reach to this photoelectric sensor, the destacker lower conveyor stop. The destacker clamp cylinder extends. Hold the up layer EPS boards. Then the destacker frame moves upwards to the set position. At this time, the stacker conveyor continues to transport. When the lower layers of EPS boards that need to be wrapped by full-side EPS packaging machine, after it be completely empty by detection of the pair photoelectric sensors, the destack clamps descends to the lower surface. After releasing the clamps, place the up layer remain EPS boards on the lower conveyor. The destacker frame ascends to the destack waiting position, and the remain up layer EPS boards is conveyed forward to the extend 4 meter lower conveyor so that the worker can manually deal with it. Tip: depending on the EPS block height, the stacker can be disabled or enabled individually. Push plate station. When the small EPS package reaches this photoelectric sensor, the push plate chain runs forward. Push the small EPS package into the full-side EPS packaging machine, and the push plate retracts. This action running back and forth. During the push process, there are two options for manual operation. If the worker is unable to remove the excess remain boards from the up layer in time, worker can press the pause button. At this time, the stacker conveyor and push plate will stop, allowing the worker to have more operation time. If the worker can remove the up remain boards quickly enough and have enough time, they can skip this pause step. Full-side EPS packaging machine station. The package height range of the small EPS package is between 400 up to 600 mm. Stacking sorting station. Fixed tube package per layer as a group. Fixed clamping size 1000 mm by 1000 mm. Each small package is fixed with size 1000 by 500 mm. The small EPS package wrapped by full-side EPS packaging machine are sent to the sorting position cylinder. It requires 2 packages to complete 1 layer. After 2 packages are loaded, the stacking processing is started using the alignment cylinder for alignment first. Once aligned, the stacking clamp moves downwards to the set height, clamps the 2 packages together, lifts to the set height, and then moves horizontally to the stacking lower conveyor area for sequential placement. Stacking station. The stacking robot arm can rotate 19 degrees. The first layer does not rotate. The second layer rotates 19 degrees, and so on, to achieve cross-stacking. When the number of the stacking layers reach to the set number, the whole stacked EPS packages are sent to the PE film wrapping machine for package after the conveyor is started. If the current batch order cannot form a complete stack, select a side function on the PE film wrapping machine touchscreen or a side physical button nearby the wrapping machine to directly convey the incomplete stacking products directly to the end of the conveyor without PE film wrapping. PE film wrapping machine station. After finishing the stacking, the big stacked EPS packaging products move forward and detect a signal before the PE film wrapping machine, so that the PE film wrapping machine will start automatically. It can sensor the stacking height automatically and wrap the stacked products. After wrapping, it is conveyed forward until the end of the conveyor, waiting for the forklift driver to transport it to the warehouse or load it directly onto a truck. Thank you all for taking the time to watch our detailed walkthrough video for EPS cutting line process. If there's anything that wasn't clear or if you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out to us. Thanks again, and we look forward to bring you more informative content.